I used to believe I was too old to change careers. I told myself I wasn't qualified for the jobs I actually wanted, and that all the good opportunities were already gone. For years, these weren't just passing thoughts. They were lies I repeated so often that they felt like truth. And those lies kept me trapped in a job that made me completely miserable. It felt like I'd built my own prison, and I couldn't see that the keys to freedom were right there in front of me. If you've ever felt that pit in your stomach when you think about work, if you felt stuck, overlooked, or convinced you've missed your chance, you need to hear this, because those feelings are built on a foundation of lies. Today, I want to expose the 5 biggest career lies that might be sabotaging your success and show you how to break free from them for good. Lie number 1, I'm too old to make a change. This one cuts deep. I remember being in my late 30s looking at my career feeling like I'd hit a dead end. I'd scroll through job postings and hear this voice in my head whispering, "You're too old. They want someone younger, with more energy, someone who grew up with this stuff." But the truth? Age is not a roadblock, it's an asset. Studies show that the average age for a career change is around 39. Your age isn't a liability. It's your portfolio of wisdom, resilience, and real-life experience. Companies don't just hire technical skills, they hire people who can solve problems. And you've been solving problems for years. So, how do you start tearing down this lie? Reframe your age as experience. Write down 3 transferable skills you've gained in your career, like negotiating, mentoring, or leading projects through chaos. Beside each one, jot down a moment when you crushed it. This isn't just a feel-good exercise, it's proof that your age is your greatest asset. Lie number 2, I'm not qualified enough. This lie loves to show up when you see a job description with 15 requirements, and you only have 12. Your brain zooms in on the 3 you lack and whispers, "You're an imposter." Here's the truth. Job descriptions are fantasy wish lists, not legal contracts. The perfect unicorn candidate often doesn't exist. Instead of obsessing over missing skills, focus on the core responsibilities of the role. Try the rule of 3. For any job you want, identify 3 solid examples from your past that prove you can handle the core work. Build your resume, cover letter, and interview answers around those 3 examples. Facts beat fear every time. Lie number 3, all the good jobs are already taken. This is the lie of scarcity, the belief that the career party's over and you missed it. But the job market isn't a stagnant pool, it's a flowing river. New companies, new industries, and new roles emerge constantly. And here's the kicker. Up to 80% of jobs never even get posted publicly. They're filled through conversations, networking, and referrals. So flip your job search ratio. Spend only 20% of your time scrolling job boards. Use the other 80% to connect with people, send thoughtful messages, and have conversations. You'll be amazed at how quickly opportunities start showing up. Lie number 4, I need one clear, lifelong passion. We've been sold the Hollywood version of a career. The person who knew from age 5 they wanted to be an astronaut or an artist. But for most of us, passion isn't found, it's built. It starts with curiosity. Pick one thing you're curious about, anything. For 2 weeks, spend just 30 minutes a day exploring it. Read, watch, listen, and learn. Check in with yourself after 2 weeks. Is that curiosity growing? That's how real careers and passions are built, step by step, not through lightning bolts of inspiration. Lie number 5, one failure will ruin my career. This lie is pure fear. Early in my career, I made a huge mistake on a client project. I was sure my reputation was ruined forever. For months, I shrank back, afraid to speak up or take risks. But the truth? Failure isn't a final verdict, it's data. The most successful people aren't those who never fail. They're the ones who fail, learn, and adapt the fastest. So here's your action step. The next time you fail, do a failure postmortem. Write down 4 things. What happened? What was your role? What's the lesson? And how will you handle it differently next time? Turn the sting of failure into the fuel for growth. So let's recap the 5 lies that keep us stuck. That you're too old. That you're not qualified enough. That all the good jobs are gone. That you need one true passion, and that one failure will ruin everything. A belief is just a thought you keep thinking, and you have the power to think new thoughts. You're the author of your career story, and you can start writing a new chapter today. If this resonated with you, hit subscribe so more people can break free from these lies. And let me know in the comments which lie has held you back the most. Sharing it might be your first step toward beating it, and you'll see you're definitely not alone. Thanks for watching. Now go build the career you deserve.